welcome to another edition of Craps Down Under. Today I'm going to do a progression, and I'm going to use the Passline or the don't pass. Maybe I'll change, but it's pretty simple. I've got an $800 bankroll. You actually need 750 to actually do the progression, but I thought I'll just keep round it up to 800, close enough. And the way it works, it allows us to go up to 15 levels. So we'll get started. We are going to start at a $10 level on the Passline. And why don't I get another chip rack there. So let's go. And we've got a 7 on the come out, so that's a winner. So now with winners, you can try and do the parlay to increase your chances of winning. You can certainly do that, or you can just rack the money like that. It's really a personal choice what you would like to do. It does mean that you need back-to-back winners, and this strategy does actually rely on getting back-to-back winners as you progress up the levels in order to clear out the previous losses. So this does increase your profitability substantially if you do the parlay and you do manage to win it. If you don't, then obviously you've just thrown away a win, and then you start progressing up. So let's see how we go. We've got an 8, 5, 3, 8. So let's see if we hit the point. We got the 8 back to back. All right. So there we go. We win, and we win. So quite a nice win. Now we start back at the progression at the lowest level, which is $10. So 3, we lose. So what I'll do, I'll stick our losses. Where will I do it? Let me just move that out the way. I'll stick our losses there so we can see them. And you would like to, I need to put some money in my rack. You do need to keep track of what level you're up to. That's something you'll need to do in your chip tray or your chip rack. So 9's the point. And there's a 7 out. Okay, so we lose. So that's loss number 2. So we need to double it up. So basically with this, it's we start at the $10, so it's $10, $10, then 20, 20, then 40, 40, then 80, 80. That's basically how it works. And then we'll gear change after that. So we're now up to a $20 bet, on the Passline. 3, that's craps numbers. The 20 on the Passline. And we've got a 4. Just making sure we got our chips right. Yep, $20. Can we hit the 4? No. 5. Aces. That's a 5 to 7. So no. Okay, so we've done 2 bets at the $40 level. At the $20 level. We now need to step it up to the $40 level. Here we go. There's a come out winner, 7. So we go, thank you very much. Now, we don't do a parlay or anything. What we'll do is we'll just put it to the side here. And this is ignoring the first 2 levels. Always the first bet at each level is if you win, just step it to the side and same bet it. If you don't win, then you can bring this one back in and play it again. So you don't need to parlay in order to clear all your losses and make a profit if you just get 2 wins. But it allows you to get a win-loss, win-loss, win-loss series without actually escalating up the levels. So we'll keep playing this. 5. All right, so 5's the point. 8. 9. 9 again. 6. 4. hitting everything. 8. 8. 9. Loving that 9. 5. So shooters hit their point. So we win. We now have $40. And we've got our $40 here, plus our $40 here is $80. So we can take this all back in our rack. That's our original amount. And let's, for the sake of the argument, add up what we had here, just so you can see that it does pay out. All right, so 25, 50, 60. All right, as you can see, there's our 60 that we've cleared all this debt out here, and this is our leftover profit, which is not bad, right? 25 bucks profit for our troubles. So all back in our rack, and all those losses there. So now what do? Start over. Same shooter. He's got a 6. He's got a 4 easy. He's got a 10 easy. And he's got an 8, easy 8. 4 easy again. 4 came hard. 8. And there's our 7. So we weren't able to get the second hit with that one. That's okay. Put our loss here. Go up again. New shooter. Got a 5. All right. 5. 5's the point. And a quick 7 out. It was a quick 7 out. So that's okay. So we step it up, double our bet to 20 bucks. And there's a winner. So again, we get paid. Now we don't do the parlay because we've gone level 1, level 2 is the way we always parlay. Any of the other levels, we alternate between a same bet and a parlay. So the first bet at the level is always the same bet. So we'll put our win just here. We'll just stick it there on the side. And we're just going to do a same bet and see if we can get our second hit. Got a 5. All right. 9. Midnight. And unfortunately we don't get it. So we lose that bet. So I'll take that back to the house and we slide this one back in that we won before. And this way we're not going up another level. We're staying at the first bet in this level. So this is a $20 bet. We've done a $10 bet, $10 bet. Now we're up to the $20. We're still at the first bet. So we have to kind of lose it. We can have win, loss, as many of those as we want. It's only when we get a loss, basically another loss, that will go to the next bet at the $20 level. Here we go. 5's a point. Hard 4. And 7 out. All right, so we lost that one, right? So now we do another bet at the $20 level. Oops, that fell apart. All right. So here we go. 5. Loving that 5. And we got the 5. All right. So this is the one, because it's the second bet at the level. We're in the 20 bucks. This one we do have to parlay. So we parlay that up. So now we've got a $20 bet plus a $20 bet is $40. So we're hoping we want to win this one, and we did. We got a yo. think that's the first yo we've had. So that's a $40 win. I may as well just pay it out like this. All right, $40 win. Clears all of our losses here. And again, just to show you, there's our $40 that we got plus our 20. Take all that over here. Let's see what we lost. We lost 10. We lost 20. We lost 10, 20. We lost 40, right? So there's 40 that covers that. And here's what we won as our profit. All right, back down to the $10 level. And here we go. We've got a 5. We've got an 8. We've got a 10. We've got a 6. Got the 8. Came hard. And there's our 5. So that's good. Parlay. Parlay the first 2 bets at the first level. At the basically $10 level, always do the parlay, just because it does increase your profitability. 8. But you don't have to do it if you don't want. Back-to-back 8s. That's what we're looking for. So again, that's a $20 winner. And we got our double hit. Go back down to the $10 level. Keep playing. There's an 8 again. All right. And 9. 4. Came hard. 6. That was a 6. My dice rolled there. 10. 8. Alright, so again, we do the parlay. Got the 6. I was hoping we'd get a 7. Kind of feels like we need to get one soon. There it is. Well, one roll out. There we go. So we don't win that. But I will just mark that we've lost our first bet. It is actually a $10 bet. So I'll just take the 10 that was our winnings that we were trying to parlay. And that's okay. We'll go in again. Now we've got a 6-5 yo. Again, 2 ideal numbers. Parlay. And we've got an 8. All right. Come on, shooter, see what you can do. You can do a very quick roll. Set the point, PSO. All right, so that's our second bet at the $10 level. So now we step it up to the $20 level. And come out 7s. We don't mind those at all when we're playing light side. All right, so that's a same bet situation. We just stick our win to the side, hoping we just get a back-to-back win. But we don't have to parlay. There's a 10. All right. And there's a quick 7 out, as shooters are inclined to do. So we lose that one, we stick our one we won before, we put that back. See what we get. Oh no, we've got an ace deuce, we've got craps. All right, so that's our $20 bet first at that level. Come back in again. And this one, when we win, we have to parlay our win in order to make the profit. We need to clear our losses and generate the profit. So 4's the point. I've got a 3. Roll dice roll then, but it was a 3, I believe. Got a 5. He's just slightly in the way. Just shooting for the 4. Got a 5 again. Maybe I'll bring that there, get that out of the way. And we got our 4, got the hard one. Didn't come hard, but we actually got the hard number is what I'm trying to say. All right, so 20 bucks. Now this is, because we've already done one bet at this $20 level, this is a parlay bet because we're at the second bet at this level. We have to parlay it. So come on, shooter, give us a come out 7 or something. No, we got a 5. All right. Got a ace deuce. Got hard 6. And I've got a 6 again. Got a 10. Oops, sorry. Was a 10. And we've got a 4. So hitting everything, but the 5. Got the 9. Got the 6. Where's that 5? We're loving that 6, this one. No, got a 4 again. And there's our 7. So this is an example where we failed on our parlay. So we lose our bet. It is at the $20 level, so I'll just do that. I'll take this back to the house, but I'm using this just to track. And in your chip rack, you know, you might do something like, you know, I don't know, turn your chips over, lay them a certain way, do something so you know what level you're up to. All right, so we go from the $20 level to the $40 level. There we are, 40 bucks on the Passline. 10. There we go. We got it, back to back, sharp shooting. If you're playing the don't, you hit the beautiful 10 and you just got done on the nice number. That's supposed to be the nice number. All right, so we won that. We're just doing the same bet again. This is the first at this level, okay, on the 6. Hoping we can hit our point, that's what we're hoping. And unfortunately, no cigar. We lose that bet. And we go back in with the bet we won before. Now we've got the 8. Why didn't you come before? All right, here we go. And we got the 8. All right, so we hit it. This is the case, win-loss, right? You can keep doing this till the cows come home. Doesn't matter. All right, so we'll stick that there on the side. Oops, and we got the 8. All right, so setting the point on the 8. Don't know where that must have been there. All right, so 8's the point. So we're shooting for the 8. Got the 5. Come on, shooter. Got the 10. It was a 10. It was a 6-4-10. Got ace deuce craps. Oh, we've got a hard 6. Got a yo. And there's our 7. So struggling to get back-to-back points or back-to-back wins. So we lose that one. Come back in with our one we prepared earlier. And there's a come out 7. That suits us just fine. We'll get paid there. Stick it over to the side. I've got hard 6. And we've got a 5. Hard 4. Got the 8. Came hard again. Quite a few hard ways. There's the 8 again. We're able to get that 6. No, we've got a 7 again. So backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. We lose that bet. Put the one we had in earlier. Alright, here we go. Oh no, we've got craps. That hurts. So that's the $40 bet. Now we have to reach in and play a second $40 bet at this level, but this is not where we have the luxury of doing a same bet. This one we have to get basically a parlay. And if we don't win the parlay, then we step up to the next level. We've got a 5. Sorry, in fact, if we lose this bet, no matter what happens, if we lose this bet, we go up to the next level. Got a 9. Got a 9 again. And we've got a 7. Alright, so things not going well for this player. So he goes up to the $80 level now. Alright, here we go. 437, that's a frontline winner. Whoops, put that into our chip bracket. I didn't mean to do that. It's $80. Stick that off to the side. And we've got a 4. Alright, can we actually get a back-to-back winner? Can we get one? No, 7. So we're still doing the same kind of pattern. Not able to win, not able to lose. Alright, so we go back to here. Stick him in. Alright. Got an 8. But you only need to shoot it, hit a couple of points. You've got to come out 7 and hit a point, and that's all you need to end the series. So there's a 9 and a 7 out. Alright, so we lost that one. That's our first one at the $80 level. And this is our last bet for this series. 5. So light side's having a pretty horrible run. 3. No, not really getting many come out 7s or yos. We've got some craps numbers. We're not hitting our points either. Yo. Oops. 6. 10. So it was a 10, it was a 6, 4, 10. 5, we got our point. Alright. So this is the one we have to parlay. Alright, so we have to parlay because that was our first $80 bet there. This is our second one, so we have to parlay. And we have to win this, otherwise we end this series. And we have to then step up. What we do is go through a gear change. And I'll show you that if we lose this bet. We've got a 6, 4, 2, 6, so 6 is going to be the point. I've got an 8. Whoops, that was an ace deuce. Rolled the dice all over the place then. And we've got the 6, so we did actually get our point. Alright, so we get paid. That's got basically 80 is $180, right? But I'll pay it out, sorry, 160, what am I saying? $160 is what we actually get paid. But remember, we also had this one here. So we've got 160 plus the 80 here. So it's quite a large win that clears out all our losses. But let's just see where we ended up. All right, I'll put this back in our rack. All right, so let's get all the greens together. There's all the reds together. There's all the greens. So we've got 5 greens. All right, so there's 5 there. So we've covered off that amount there, right? All right, so I can put that back in a rack. And this this is the rest of our winnings that we need to cover this. Now this is going to be about $100 from memory. So what it ends up being. There you go, close enough to $100. So as you can see, we've more than covered that. Plus we've got a couple of units there of profit. So, still doing okay. I was hoping I'd get to show you the gear change, but unfortunately didn't quite. I wanted it to lose, but we'll see if we get another bad run. 10's the point. Got an 8. Got 8, 437, sorry, not an 8. So we lost that bet, and that's fine. Go there. Lose that one too. Up to a $20 bet. There's a 10. 7. So we lose that bet. This is a nice. This looks like we could be on a good run of losses here. So hopefully I'll get some reds because we're running out of red. Oh. There we go. Dropping my chips everywhere. I was trying to get them out, but knocked them on the floor. That's just making sure. Yep, alright, so there's some reds which are needed. And go to 20, we need to do another $20 bet at this level. Alright, so maybe we'll get a good run of losses and you'll be able to see where we end up changing gears. 9, got the point. So we do win our bet. 20, we do a same bet. I believe, oh no, sorry, it's a parlay. This is why it's really important to keep track. It's a parlay, this bet. So we kind of want to win it back to back. Got a 5. Got a 9. So if we don't win this bet, we step up to the next level. Got a 6. Got yo. Got 9. Got 7. Alright, so we lost that one too. So I'll put that there, take this one back. Alright, so we go from the $20 to the $40 level. Because we lost our $20 level twice. So when you lose it twice, you've got to go to the next level. Alright. Hoping we can have a disastrous run here. 8. 5. There's our 7. Awesome. So we lose that one too. Good. So we lose that one. Another $40 bet. Oh, we win. Hoping I can lose, but anyway. Win there. 4. 4's the point. Came hard. This might be a good one to lose on because it's a 4. It's usually harder to get. That's a 9. A 5. Midnight. Yo. And there's a 7. Awesome. So we lose that one too. Good. We're stepping up through the levels, but unfortunately we have to replace it. So we don't quite get to go up the level. We stay on the level. Ah, there we go. Craps. Now that gets us to lose. So this one, Now, I may have done something wrong there. Anyway, we've certainly lost at that level, so that's the second level. So I may have done a mistake there. No, I haven't. No, that's fine. That's fine, that's right, yeah, because that one lost at the level, then that was the new one at this level, that's fine. I was thinking I should have parlayed on the previous one, but everything's fine. So now, $40, got to go to 80. 80 bucks. Right. So this is the first bet at the $80 level. We've got one more bet at the $80 level, and then we get to do a gear change. So I'm hoping we lose this. Unfortunately, we win, but it does show how it is difficult sometimes to keep losing back to back. So put that off to the side, because that's the first bet at this level. And the idea is that it allows you to have these series of win-losses without leveling up. 9. 6. I'll hit the 4. So unfortunately, I'm not able to show it. We're winning our bets. So unfortunately, we win all our bets and we have to start at the first level. It's actually kind of difficult to lose as many times as you need to go to the next level. But let's say we weren't able to get that bet, and let's say we did lose. What will happen? What will we do? Well, we change gears, and changing gears is basically changing bet size. And remember, we started our series, we started playing at the $10 level. Now, when you change gears, you actually change your bet level to go, to play it, instead of at a $10 level, to play it like at a $20 level. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play it at a 25. So it's a little bit more than what we need. But the idea is, when you change gears, you only need a few wins at that level to recover your losses that you would have had from losing on the previous levels. And if you actually look at what you would actually lose, we can actually work it out, right? So look at what you would lose. I will need, just bear with me for a second, because I do need some reds to actually do it. So we'll add it all up and we'll see. So I'm going to take back these greens. All right, so if we recall, we always bet $10, then we do $10, then we do 20, and then we do 20, then we do 40, then we do another 40, and then we do 80 and 80. All right, so if we add all this up, let's take all the reds. All right, we take all the reds. I'm pretty sure that's $100. Maybe a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 times 5 is $100. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400. And we've got all of these greens. All right, so 100 plus another 100, that's 200. So 100, 200, $300. It's not too bad. All right. So that's the first level done. So we've lost all of that. So what you start doing is you start betting at the $25 level. And let's see how long it takes us to win $300. Right, how many wins do we need? So 4. Now you could, of course, with any of this progression, you can always have an excessively long run of losses, and that's always going to happen at some point. It will happen. But the idea is that you can actually play for a very long time without it happening. Midnight. 9. 3. 6. 5. 4. Okay, they hit their point. So, again, now this is a thing you can think of, right? When you're playing at this last level, because you don't have much runway, you might decide to look, I'm not going to parlay on my win and try and get back-to-back wins. You can change it and say, no, I'll take my win rather than doing back-to-back wins. So that is something you can do. But just remember, it does require you to win more times. However, it doesn't require back-to-back wins in order to get the, to profit. Where with this, you need back-to-back wins in order to lock in a profit. And you will win, for 2 wins, you're going to win 3 units, where with 2 wins, you're only going to win 2 units. So you're missing out on an extra unit. But I think it's certainly a reasonable thing to maybe play a bit more conservative at this level. However, you might take longer to recover. So there's a 7. See, we would have won instead of winning the 1 unit. 1 unit. If we'd have had the 2, we would have now had 3 units in our rack, right? So, but that's okay. That's the balance, right? 4. 6. 5. 6. Midnight. And there's a 7. So we lose that one. Let's go here, go back in. So it should be over here. We've got an 8. Oops, dropped my dice. 8. What do we get now? 4. I'm shooting for an 8. Got a 5. Yo. Don't get too many come out yos. We're getting them all on the, there's that midnight again. 10. Can we get the 8? Ace deuce. Oh, we got the 8. All right. So, we win that one. Now, this is a case where you kind of do need to parlay, because that first bet we have lost, so you kind of do need to do the parlay here. That's a hard 6. And we've got the 6 back to back. All right. So, as you can see, 125, you can see that we're recovering our run loss that we had before relatively quickly. Ace, 437. Right, so this is again that opportunity where you can do the parlay, or you can just put it in your rack. So let's say we did, I should take that away because we're starting a new series. So we'll do that, we'll play conservative. We've got an 8. Put the point there, I didn't take that puck off before. 6. hard 10, easy 10, 4, so we're just shooting for the 8, got 6, came hard, well there's our 8. Alright, so again, if we'd have done the parlay, you can see how yeah, we would have certainly racked a lot more profit. In fact, we would have had quite a few more units in here than what we have. We would have had maybe another 50 or $75. But this is kind of what I call the recovery phase. You've had a series not work, so you gear up, and the idea is that you've only lost your series because the house has had an incredibly good run against you, and when it's had a good run against you, there's still a chance that that you may prevail and it won't have an incredibly hostile run against you. In order to sort of get to, this will actually go 15 levels. Now, in order to go 15 levels, that's a lot of losses on the Passline. You know, it's a significant run of losses to not be successful on the Passline. That means like not getting any O's and not getting come out 7s, you know, just not able to hit a point, or if you get a come out 7, you don't hit the point. You know, it's quite a disastrous run to get 15 levels down, and that would then mean you've lost your $800 bankroll, or $750 is your maximum loss. But I think if you play this enough, there's certainly going to get that case where you'll lose your $750, but there's an awful lot of times you're going to make some good profit. 7, so we didn't get there. I will track that as a loss. We've got a 6, so this one we do need to parlay our win. And we've got a 7. All right, so we lost that one. Now we go to double. And this is the thing, it doesn't mean, sorry I didn't take my point off, doesn't mean you can't have a bunch of losses and back-to-back losses. Certainly can happen. 8, so that's the point. 4, 7 out. All right. So, lost that one. Up again. And we lost that one. All right, so now we've got to go to the 4 units, basically, 4 $25 units. So you can see we're gone up through the levels relatively quickly. 9. 8. 4. 5. 3. Aces. 10. 6. Yo. Hitting everything but our 9. 6. 3. 5. And there's a 7. I think it actually may have hit everything but the 9. Yeah, interesting run. So we lose that one. So again, 4. Plonk it down. 7. Alright, so that's a $100 winner. Take 4 of those. Now this is the second bet at this level. We have to parlay it. 8. 4. $8. So there we go. We've got 200. I'm going to win 200, so I need to pay that out. Is that right? Yep. Perfect. So I'll lock all that up. That covers all those losses. Now it's kind of got a little bit confusing to where we are in the actual bankroll because I've had to dig into some of this, but we've been making money all this time. So if we actually look at where we're at, remember we started with $800 bankroll, right? So if I take all this, now I had to sort of simulate doing a level up because we weren't able to actually get a run of losses to level us up. So unfortunately we weren't able to see it happen, see the dice go against us. So our original, as I said, was 800. So there's 600. Nothing fits in there. 600. So we need, that's 700. There's 800. All right, there's our $800 bankroll. And there's our profit. Not quite able to get that second green, but still 425, 30, 40, $45. 445. Now, I was playing some of that at a larger level to try and show what happens when you need to change gears. And I changed gears using green chips instead of red chips. That's really all. That's all it's about, and it's really up to you what you want to change gears into. You don't have to play at the 25. As I said, you could play it at a $20 level. You could play it at a $30 level. You just need to remember that you need to have the bankroll to go another, 8, to play another sort of 8 levels at whatever you choose your base bet to be. You could, if you really wanted to. If you got through, your greens, you could then step it up into, maybe blacks. Depends how much runway you want to give yourself. But the more runway you got, it's going to be very, very hard for a casino to have a sustained amount of winning over such a long haul where you can't win 2 points. Where you can't win a come out 7, come out yo, and hit a point. And if you can't do that after, 20, or I've showed you up to 15, but if you can't, or 16, if you can't do that, for the house to maintain that, it's pretty difficult to do that. So if you had a third tier, you could have a third tier, fourth tier, depends how much bankroll you want to bring bring with you, but you could certainly step your way up through it if you really, really had to. But certainly all progressions are dangerous. This is a negative progression. It's dangerous. You're going to get to the end of it. But is $800 a catastrophic event? That's the question. Sure, you might lose your $800 on a really, really bad day. Okay, you've lost $800 on a bad day, but, there's a good chance you will have won many more other days to make up for that $800 that you've lost. Now, the math says, you'll always lose more than you'll ever win. That's the pure math if you play this long term. Of course, any math you do on any of these casino games, it's always a negative expectation. You cannot avoid the negative expectation math. That's what the casino math, that's what it says, right? The house is always going to take something out of you. But in amongst all that, there's a large percentage of people who win, and there's also a large percentage of people who lose. And it's not necessarily the house edge that you lose from. Most people lose because they bet too big, and they just have a run of numbers that they plough through their bankroll. It's got nothing to do with the house edge, is what for the reason they lose. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. If you did want something that you just wanted to grind away and you got an $800 bankroll, then you could certainly play at a $10 table and do exactly what I just showed you. And if you needed to step it up because you had a number of losses, you step it up into the green chips, and you recover your $300 at the green chip level, and then you drop back down to the red chip level. And the reason why I showed this on the Passline is I actually find the Passline is usually a nicer bet because of the come out advantage. You're always going into an advantage bet after every single decision. It's always an advantage bet for you. So that's actually a good thing from a parlay perspective, right? That win or lose or push or whatever it is. In fact, you don't really get a push on the Passline. But yeah, a win or a lose, doesn't matter what happens, you're always into your first roll being an advantage roll. And that actually works really well from a parlay point of view. If you're trying to do a parlay on the don't, you're always having to go through that come out trial, which is actually quite a nasty thing to go through in order to get to this. And you only get one chance with your parlay on the don't pass. And once if you've gone through that come out, even if they shoot a PSO'd, the first thing you've got to do is go back into a roll where you've got a real disadvantage. It's 8-3 against you. That's a pretty bad disadvantage. And if you're trying to do a parlay, that's not a nice thing to be doing a parlay on. In order to then get through that, to then get up here, and then hopefully the shooter doesn't hit your point. And obviously once a point's set, that's where you have the advantage in the don't. And you hope the shooter doesn't have a long roll. You hope they have a short roll, because every roll they roll is another chance they could hit your point. It's also another chance they could roll a 7. But we all know that the longer the rolls go, the worse it gets for a don't player. That's just the facts of life. The longer it goes light side, the better it is for a light side player. So yeah, I think doing the parlay is much better suited to the Passline. You can play this with the field. The field has a lot of additional house edge. It's not quite a 50-50 bet, where this is much closer to a 50-50 bet and quite a low amount of house edge. So you can grind away at this for a long time if you want and not be too worried. You've got one of the best bets in the casino. Now, I'm not using any odds here. That's intentional because I want to profit from my come out 7s, and that's why I'm parlaying the win rather than doing a flat bet and then adding the previous better's odds. I'm not doing that at all. I want to make the advantage roll pay the bet. So yeah, we can run this a few more times in another video, but I think it actually did pretty well, and it's something you can try at home, practice it, see if you feel comfortable with it. Certainly got to keep track of where you're up to. I was placing them there. That's so I can try and keep track, and also so you can see where we're up to. But it does show the importance of knowing where you're up to, and you really need to keep a track of it. So yeah, you always know the level of the bet you've put on the table. If it's a $40 bet, you just really need to know, you know, is it the first or the second bet? You know, and you might have a chip that you might move from one side of your rack to the other side of the rack, or flip it a certain way, whatever. You'll figure out a way in your rack of keeping track of where you're up to. And yeah, if you mess that up, then you'll end up in trouble because you won't have put the right bet to win the payout that you need in order to extinguish all the losses, the running set of losses that you've had. So yeah, I'll leave it there. But unfortunately, yeah, just couldn't show it getting to the end of the loss series to show you the gear up as it actually works. So it would have been good to see that, but as you did see, we quickly got a couple of $100 recovering by just gearing up. But you do have to remember, when you're in that recovery, you've changed gears to green chips, you don't have any more runway, and there's no recovery after the recovery with this level of bankroll. So just keep that in mind, and yeah, good luck at the tables if you decide to play this. Thanks for watching.